Okay, we're recording. Hello, anyone who's watching. This is Sophie, who's a member of our Portsmouth team, and I'm Harriet, the fundraising support officer at Dig Deep. So if you've ever had a phone call or a message from an unknown number, it's probably me trying to get in touch with you. We're going to be talking today a bit about Sophie's journey with fundraising so far, and this is part of our new blog series, Confessions of a Fundraiser. So you can pop over to the Dig Deep blog and see Sophie's written blog post, but for now we're going to have a bit of a chat. So yeah, Sophie, do you want to introduce yourself, a bit about why you're doing the challenge and a bit about the team that you're climbing with?
So I'm Sophie. I started uni in September doing animal nursing, becoming a veterinary nurse, and I thought, why not take up the challenge? My boyfriend's actually the team leader of Portsmouth, and he did Kenya last year, so I thought, well, why not join him and do the even harder one than the Kenya one? So I thought I'll try something different. And then I got my best mate involved. So yeah, the three of us are good to go. So I'm pushing my limits, but we'll see.
I love that, all going on a jolly. It's like one-upping. It's like, I'll start on the harder one. Brilliant. So obviously with everything that's gone on recently, fundraising has adapted slightly, but you've always had a bit of a very positive approach to the fundraising. So do you want to talk a little bit about like what has been your like biggest fundraising events this year?
So we did the charity ball in Feb. It was actually quite good timing because of COVID. But yeah, we raised that. We started raising it, I think it was just after Christmas, because we were going to do a Christmas one, but we didn't have time to get to that. Mm-hmm. So we just contacted local places and contacted people to see if they were all right to get to the party as well. And then we just had to put a deposit down, which we split between us. But on the night we made the deposit back, and then I think we got about £300-400 each on top of that. It wasn't difficult. We just looked online for some tickets. I think the tickets cost us about £30, which we split between all of us, which accommodated for, I think it was 120 people. So yeah, not bad really. But we had lots of meetings. We went to Tom's factory and we sat in the little conference room and we had 2-3 hour meetings with each other, and we would stay till like 9 o'clock and then decide we were too tired and too hungry, so we went home. But yeah, no, I think the ball was definitely our most fundraising. It's definitely helped us reach our targets. I know there's 2 more in our team that are very close to reaching their targets.
And then since obviously COVID's hit, you've had to adapt. Do you just want to tell people a little bit about what you've been doing and sort of selling your items and things like that?
Yeah, so lucky enough we got in contact with an art gallery in London. It's actually one of the girls that climbed Kenya with Tom actually works at the art gallery, and she contacted Tom basically saying that they were getting rid of all these paintings. Did you want to donate them to the charity? So we went to go and pick them up, and I think we had about 40-50 pictures that they were just getting rid of, including clocks. So me and Alicia went over and we spent the whole day taking pictures of them and writing down the sizing, and we were trying to look online to see if we could find the like original price for it, so we weren't like fobbing people off, but we were still getting people know it was still for charity. And I've sold, I think I have about 14 left now out of the whole lot. Yeah, it's just Facebook and eBay. eBay's really helped as well, because I've been sorting out my house and my loft for my parents, and I've been selling clothes, and I can't even say how much I've made. It's incredible really, because like you sell something for like £2, and like if you add it all up at the end, it's incredible. Yeah, all little helps really. People go, oh, you know, it takes forever. It didn't take me more than a day to upload all the stuff I needed to. It's just you need to have the time to do it.
Yeah.
But where we're a team, obviously we're splitting it. So I was like, well, I finished uni, I've not really got anything to do, and everyone else is working. So I was like, well, I'll take it upon myself to give me something to do, and then it gets everyone the money as well.
Brilliant. No, it sounds really interesting. I think straight off the bat, like when we kind of announced that the trips were postponed until next summer, all of the Portsmouth team like were on it with kind of planning what they wanted to do, and especially like you say, you were straight on it with like alternative methods of fundraising, and I think you've seen such a great return from it. So obviously putting in that initial legwork with the ball and would like going and photographing all of the products that the gallery donated to you. Obviously, that is the time consuming bit, but if you're willing to put it in, it definitely does pay off in the end, which is great. So we're really chuffed that like it's all worked out for you. And like I think there was like 1 week where it was just like every like day you were putting updates at how much like you'd sold, and I was like, oh my goodness, this is incredible. I was like, let's get on this. So yeah, it's obviously amazing to see that you've adapted that, and obviously great that the returns have been good for the whole team. So from doing these fundraisers, working as a team, like delegating work, what do you think you've learned so far from the experience, like that you'll take away from this?
I'm unfit. trying to climb up like, you know, when you go on the treadmill and stuff, I'm like, oh yeah, you don't realize how hard it is. And fundraising, like, you really understand why charities put so much out there, because it is difficult. Like, you've got all your friends and family around you, but trying to reach further afield and trying to get people to understand what your story is, and trying to understand that it's not just a usual charity, and it's not one of those big charities that you see all the time. It's something different, and it's actually something that like hits home really, because, you know, people need taps and toilets. That's the main thing you need to keep hygienic, and especially in this world at the moment with COVID, that's like the main thing. So that really hit me when I saw that it was for that, because, you know, it's what I need.
I think it's one of the things, isn't it? It's like when you actually start like understanding where the money's going to.
Oh yeah.
I think like when I was a student fundraiser, I was actually like, I can't believe that I can just go to a tap and get a glass of water, and there's children, well, I was a teenager, not children, but people my age in other countries who just don't have that, and it's such a barrier and something I took for granted. So yeah, I think it's definitely something to take away from it, and it's a really good motivation when people are fundraising to remember like what they're fundraising for. So I'm glad that it's kind of stuck with you. So as well, with regards to people who may be in the same boat as you but maybe struggling to get going a bit, do you have any advice or tips that you would give those people with their fundraising?
I don't know, talk to your teammates really, because, you know, we all share, we're a team for a reason. And even if you can't contact, like family and friends can't help, put something on eBay, put something on Facebook. People might be putting stuff up online that is very cheap and they don't want anymore, and you can either buy it and, you know, updo it, or you could sell it on. But loads of people are clearing out their houses lately, so people always have something for you to sell. And yeah, just work as a team. Like, I've contacted, I'm not going to name them, but I've contacted like shops and stuff. And one of the shops, we went in store and they were like, oh, we can't help you with anything. And then I emailed them like straight away when I got home, and about a week later they sent me a box full that I just about was able to pick up and had to sign for, and it was full of goodies that we used for our raffle. So we didn't actually have to use anything, we didn't have to buy anything for our raffle for the bull, and we had about 45 items, I think it was, for the raffle. Just by emailing shops, and that didn't take me more than half a day just to send, you know, generic email out to everyone.
Yeah, I think that is something that was like, again, really surprising, like watching you guys progress into the ball, is just how many like raffle prizes and stuff you got. And like you say, it was simply from reaching out to people. And it's kind of like, I tell people the worst that can happen is they'll say no. And I know that's hard to start with, but I think like you're proof that sometimes.
Yeah, we had that quite a lot. Like, we would go down to, like, there'll be two of us who would go out for the day and go around the shops, and we'd go in each shop and they'll be like, oh, we can't help you, and then you'd come across one shop and they give you a voucher for like £15. You're like, oh my god, I've got one. And then me and Alicia have a competition and who can get the most vouchers by the end of the day. So yeah, it does actually become a game. And yeah, we've got loads of vouchers now that we can use for, well, hopefully pub quizzes when they open again.
It's a really good opportunity as well for like that team bonding as well. Like, obviously I know that you and Alicia were friends beforehand, but I think when you do have teams that are made up of different groups of friends, kind of going out and making an effort all together to get things like raffle prizes and delegating jobs, it's a really nice way to see what people's strengths are, and also get things for raffles and organising events, because I know that kind of throughout the whole process of the ball you all took on different roles, which I think just goes to show how effective the team can be. And also it was such a successful event that like it's something that you could probably, if you wanted to do another one in February, now you're also well oiled, is something that you could definitely like execute again relatively easily. That's obviously my view as an outsider, like you may be like well over balls by now, but just like from seeing your organisation and like your group chats and things like that, it was really nice to see you all working together and reaching those targets that you set. So as we've still got quite a way to go until you climb, Killy, obviously it seems like probably further off now than ever before. What has been your favourite moment so far, and what are you most looking forward to going forward?
I'm looking forward to we hopefully are doing another ball at some point. We have talked about it. It's just obviously depending on COVID, because you know we could do like a Christmassy one, or we could do one further on next year. I think it's getting like my family involved more than anything. Like my grandma is keeping busy and making me little Christmas tags, cross stitch ones. So I've been contacted all these like craft fairs, trying to get people, see if I can get a stall anywhere, and just selling them, because once I tell her how much I've raised, it makes her so happy, and knowing that she's helping me get towards my target and not just going, oh, I'm donating to this charity, I don't know what it's used for, really helps me go, oh wait, you know, this is a good thing that I'm doing. And then it makes me feel good, and then I'm like, oh well, now I need to do some training, I'll go for a run, which is very rare, but I will go for a run. So yeah, it's like little things like that. It's just, you just got to keep going and motivating others as well. Like Tom's always working, he works long hours, and then Alicia works nights sometimes. So it's like Alicia gets home from night shifts at 9 o'clock, and I'm like, let's go to the gym, and she'll go to the gym, and everyone just keeps going because we're pushing each other. And then we have competitions at the gym, which gets out of hand sometimes, but it's really fun. So yeah, it's just pushing each other. I think that's the best bit, is being in a team, because knowing that, so Tom's already like experienced kind of what we have to go through, and then going through it with my best mate as well, like we're pushing each other, we always have. And then getting to know Claire and Ross, which are our new teammates, it's just so nice meeting new people. And they've been so kind as well, because they're like, when we get money, they're like, oh no, you keep it, it's your money. But we're like, no, we're a team, we split it. So it works both ways. So it's really nice being part of a team.
Oh, it sounds lovely. It's just so nice hearing you talk about it. You've all like meshed so nicely and all worked so well together. It's really lovely to see that you're like, the support is ongoing in all elements, sort of beyond fundraising. So it's lovely. Oh, well, I'm very excited for all of you, and obviously we'll get you to the roof of Killy, just a year it's been planned.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, you will get there, and obviously we're chuffed to be working with you for another year, because you've just been an outstanding fundraiser so far, and just like a real asset to the Portsmouth team and Dig Deep. So a massive thank you from myself and obviously everyone else on the team, the Kenyan team as well, because like the money that you're raising is making such a difference, and like the impact that you'll have is sort of uncalculable. So yeah, that's lovely. Thank you for taking the morning to talk to me, and sort of let other people know what you're up to. Like I mentioned at the start of this video, Sophie's written blog is over on the Dig Deep blog now, so you can have a look, and we'll be posting sort of regular updates about the Portsmouth team going ahead. So that's lovely. Thank you very much, Sophie, and I will catch up with you soon.
Perfect. Thank you for having me.
No problem. See you later. Bye.
See you later. Bye.